Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I look a little rough, but I've been wanting to get this story off of my chest, so I was just like, let me just record. So this is basically going to be my experience working at Walmart. It was very wild, which is why I feel like this is a story to tell. So started working at Walmart because they've been renovating or redoing all of the Walmarts. So Walmart in my city got hired to work there, help with the remodeling or whatever. Cool, like I'm used to remodeling, did a job like this before, so I'm already kind of know what's expected of me, know like the whole gist, like the gist of being, this is what's going on in my mind. Since it's remodeling, this is not a permanent job. This is just something that, we're just helping them for the remodeling. I'm already knowing this going into it, which is cool with me as well because I do hair. Like, I don't want a job that's going to tie me down and make me feel like, I can't really have no life outside of that, or that if I do have to work a lot, like I can eventually be done, so this is just a few weeks, few months. This is not a permanent thing. So that was good for me. So I honestly don't know what I was expecting working at Walmart. Like initially, you have your little orientation and stuff. But literally my first day working with people, like I just got the weirdest feeling, like the weirdest vibe. So my first day, it was they split up the girls and guys. It was two other girls with me. So I can't really tell how old they are. Like me, I'm a person that I just know that age is not something that you can really tell on a person. So I'm not really knowing how old these people are at the time. But now that I know their ages, one was younger than me. She probably was like 19 or 20, something like that. Mind you, I'm like 23, 24. And then the other girl had to be in her 30s or maybe even late 20s. So I'm trying to think, maybe should I give them names? The older girl, we're gonna call her Meanie. And the younger girl, we're gonna call her Sweetheart, because these are literally things that describe them. So yeah, my first day, Meanie, she just seems like she has an attitude. And me, like, going into a job, I try not to be too attached to feelings, emotions. Like, people always have their, bipolar. I don't know. Like, at jobs, I kind of just don't let other people's emotions affect me, basically. So, yeah, it's my first day. Nobody is really explaining anything to me. I'm kind of knowing that these two girls are in the same role as me, like, so they're not above me. I'm feeling like I'm still not getting started with the story, but I'm just like, I gotta explain a little bit of the back detail because it was just like so random. Basically, I'm literally just getting over to the group or whatever, just starting to figure out what we're supposed to do. So today they're like, okay, we're basically moving a shelf from one area to another. So they just like, yeah, move this stuff off the shelf, move this, move that, back and forth. So problem starts with Meanie. She just, like I said, has an attitude, and she was talking about me, but not directly to me. I guess she called herself talking to Sweetheart, but like Sweetheart didn't really seem present in the conversation. Like she was just there, but basically the girl was talking under her breath and stuff. She like, yeah, she don't know what she doing and blah, 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 blah. Like, just kind of just going in on me. And I'm just sitting here like, didn't I just get here? Like, what is she saying? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. Like, she was just like saying I didn't know how to break down the these little connected things that when you go in a store, you see, like, say you're at deodorant and it's like a million deodorants, like they have to put them shelves together and stuff, and like breaking it down and stuff. So from that moment on, I just took a mental note to avoid her, because I knew if I got into it with anybody, it would be her, basically. So yeah, I make it my business to just not be around her like that. So then the next incident was another young girl, and mind you, like, let me explain this whole work dynamic. Like, a lot of the time, what I've learned with working jobs is that I'm gonna watch what everybody else is doing, because I'm not about to overexert myself, because I've been there and done that and been taken advantage of. So when I go into workplaces, I look at what everybody else doing and like do what they're doing, because if you're working here, you've been here longer than me, you know what to do and what not to do. Like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to what people are people above me are telling me to do, but I'm not about to slave away if nobody else ain't slaving away. You feel me? Because then you just become the go-to for stuff. So yeah, this younger girl, one day, I forget what she was trying to tell me. She was trying to tell me to do something, and that basically was where a lot of the problems came in with this job, is people telling me what to do. Like, and I feel like I take instruction, but if you're not in a higher position than me, then come with respect. Like, even if you are in a higher position than me, come with respect. Like, you have to give respect to get respect. So the younger girl, it was something about, like, we were putting in trays and stuff. For one, they had us working so close side by side to each other. And I forget what she said to me, but at that moment, I don't think I really said much back, but at that moment I just kind of got away from her. Like, in a job, if somebody try to tell me to do something and you're not above me, a lot of times I just walk away. Because who are you talking to? You can do it. You can do it. Like, especially if you get smart early, you can do it. Like, who you talking to? You better ask the manager to tell me to do it, because I'm not doing it. Like, yeah, like, I'm not doing nothing over the top. I'm doing what's asked of me, and I'm not going above. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get paid the same amount if I bust my ass or if I sit in here and play. That's what half of y'all be doing. I realized a long time ago, work ain't about getting that shit done. Like, sometimes, but a lot of times, when you're in a workspace where a lot of people are playing and you're busting your ass, that gets tired real quick. So I don't do that. If I see people playing, basically, at a job, I'm not about to work mad hard. So last incident really was the same girl, Meanie. So basically, over time, I just noticed how a lot of the people didn't really talk like that. Like, it was just quiet a lot. Like, certain people would talk, so it was just like, I didn't really know who was cool with who. So to me, it just felt like, I'll be always thinking, like, what if they on the same team? Like, what if they on the same side? So I try not to, like, fuck with certain people, just because I'll be like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all, like, I don't know if I say something to you, is the rest of your team about to all hop in? Like, you know what I mean? So one day, we're putting, mind you, as I'm explaining the different stuff that we're doing, the stuff is so damn random that it's like, ain't no way that you could tell me how to do this, because I'm pretty sure this is your first time doing it. Like, this is so random what we're doing every time. This is everybody, like, don't take much common sense. So it's unnecessary for you to try to tell me what to do. So yeah, one day we working, putting price tags on something, and in my mind I'm like, oh snap, like the table they put me at, it seemed like it was already done or something. And to be real, around this time it was like they really didn't have much for us to do. Like, we were standing around for a long time. So in my mind I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to redo them, you know, like, because what else am I about to do? If I tell y'all, this is what happens a lot of times. Like, a lot of times people would rather not say nothing, because when you do say something, then you either end up doing something harder or you don't got nothing to do, you know? So I start redoing them. And Meanie check over my stuff. Mind you, before she even came over, I was talking to a manager and they told me that I was doing it correctly. So Meanie come over and looking at my table and just like telling me, she was asking me, she said, no, this is what she said to me, and this is why I kind of snapped. She said, what is you doing? I said, I don't know exactly what I said. I said something like, I'm doing what we all doing. What are you doing? Like, I don't know how I responded, but she was mad. She was mad. And she even was telling one of the managers, like, you need to make sure she's doing it right, because blah, 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 blah. And then he even came over and was just like, yeah, you could tell he didn't even want to say nothing, but he was just trying to appease this woman. Like, the shit was annoying. And mind you, she was on the same level as me. She wasn't a manager. She wasn't nothing. So I don't know why the second altercation that she was so worried about me. Third altercation, I was over there first, and then they started to bring more people over. She was one of the people. So we all on this small behind section, putting up like drink things. Last time we was putting price tags on like where clothes is at. So now we're in a drink aisle, putting up little the like packets of water and stuff. So we fixing that shelf, putting them up. So working in this little section. Here go. So for one, like I'm saying, it was me over there first. I don't do too well with being compact, like on top of one another, like. So the more and more people came over there, I kind of backed up, and I'm like thinking in my mind, like, all right, what am I about to do and where am I about to go, because there's too many people over here. So I forget how it kind of started. I think Meanie was trying to tell me, she was like, well, you could do this. And I'm like, mind you, while I'm standing there thinking, mid-thought, you could do this. I was like, I think I just walked away. No, first what it was, I was trying to help them because, mind you, as I'm standing there thinking, I told the story too fast. I'm standing there thinking. Then I'm like, oh, we need another cart. Like, this ain't about to work with one. And they was trying to deter me from going to get another cart. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go and get another cart because I'm like, we need one. Like, this shit is about to be full. Like, we need another cart. And then you trying to tell me not to go get one. Not only that, it's about 12 of y'all over here in this one ass section, small as fuck. I'm about to go get a cart. So I go get a cart, come back. Then I'm standing there, I think I wasn't even there that long. Like, after I got the cart back, that's when she was like, you could do this. And I'm like, at that moment, I just walked away. I went to like a whole nother section in the store, because how I just came back with a cart, you trying to tell me what to do, and it's other people over here too. So as I'm walking away trying to find somewhere else to go, I honestly went outside and I was just cooling off, because I'm like, why she keep fucking with me? Like, leave me alone, you know? Like, why every time? Well, this the third incident, this same girl just fucking with me. And it's like, it don't sound that big, I feel like, explaining it, but like, think about in real life, like, you going to work every day and it's the same motherfucker just doing petty stuff, you know? You gonna get irritated eventually, because you like, damn, all I'm doing is existing. I'm just existing, and she mad. So I go outside, cool off. I'm coming back in, and here come another girl. She said you could come back over there. Mind you, how you got people sending people to come tell me something, and we all are the same exact job title? These are not managers, nothing. She's talking about, she said you could come back over there, she's gonna move or something. I'm like, girl, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you don't get out my face, I don't give a fuck about none of this. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, why you know, like, what? And at this point, I was losing my like, my voice started cracking and stuff, because I was really mad. Like, I was trying not to snap. Basically, I was trying not to snap. Even that's why I walked away, because I was like, if I stay here, I just see it going south. So yeah, my voice started cracking or whatever. Then I walk away. I go back outside to cool down again, because I'm just like, I'm still mad. Like, I thought I was cool, I'm still mad. And I was about to leave. I was about to go home. I was about to go home. Then I seen the manager come outside. She's like, what's going on? And I was like, explaining to her. I was like, she always got an attitude with me. I don't know what the fuck I done did to her. And I messed up, and I said this to her. I said she don't like me. But I was just speaking from the heart. But like, I fucked up saying that to her, because I feel like she took it and ran with it. Like, I care that she don't like me. I don't give a fuck that she don't like me. It's just, I'm conscious of the fact that she doesn't like me, and she's not gonna keep fucking with me because she don't like me. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. You let me stay in your bubble, and I'll stay in mine. I don't like her either. Like, I should have said that. I don't like her either. She don't like me, and I don't like her either. I want her to, you know, like, I should have got more in depth about that. But I'm saying this to say, later on that day, she come up to me talking about, I didn't mean to make you cry, and blah blah blah. I said, girl, I said trust. I wasn't crying, because if I was crying, what did I say? I said something slick. What did I say? Oh, I said trust. I wasn't crying, because if I was crying, it would have been up. Yeah, like, you can get out my face now. Like, the fuck? And after that, she ain't never fuck with me ever again. Ever again. Like, it's funny, because on the outside, people be feeling like, because you're not displaying, you're not reacting the way that they want you to react, that they feel like you're scared. But whole time, I was just trying to avoid you. I was just trying to get away, because I just seen myself fucking her up. Like, I didn't see no way around it. So I was just like, let me get away. Like, every time I said, let me get away, because if I stay here, I could just see myself snapping at, like, going off. And this was one situation before my last job. Like, this was one of my last jobs before the actual last one that made me realize like jobs just ain't for me, because this happens all the time. Like this happens quite a lot in the workplace. It's almost like people just smell blood on me, and like I just be getting different experiences. Like one, like I said, being taken advantage of, worked to death. Two, people conspiring against you. Like it's just like a lot, and I just was like, yeah, I don't think I can do it. Even with what I'm doing now, I feel like people still, you know, you can't get away from that envy, you know, that you walk through damn near every day with people. And yeah, that whole situation was crazy. And basically over time, like after I snapped on her, one of Sweetheart, me and her got talking, and she was like, yeah, I cussed her out one day too. Sweetheart said that. Then me and Sweetheart started bonding. I was like, yo, like, so I'm not crazy. Like, she was like, yeah, like she just be having an attitude sometimes, but you know, after that, I just started to, basically she was saying she started to zone out. Like she just started to have her music in, like ignore everything. And I'm like, see, I didn't know in the beginning. I thought y'all might have been together. Like I thought y'all might have been a team at first, but it's good to know like y'all not. But yeah. And also what I wanted to say, over time I started to realize the reason why she was acting like that was because I was new coming in, and like they was trying to get hired on for real. So they liked the job so much, they liked the pay so much, like a new person coming in was just more competition. And I also realized, like, one of the managers, I remember when I first came, this man was staring at me. I don't know why the fuck. I guess because maybe he found me attractive, but he was just kept staring at me. And like closer to the time of me leaving and stuff, and like the job being over, I seen her and him really close. It seemed like she liked him or something. So maybe she noticed that. I don't know. But I don't know what it is. A lot of these jobs is just draining spiritually, and that's what I had to realize. Like, spiritually taxing. It's no reason I should be anxious going to work because I don't want to. I know I can't control myself, basically. Like I don't want to be triggered and react in an old way, you know. So it taught me a lot, though. It taught me, and I'm still learning this, like in present day, is to speak up and question things, like question people. Like when she was mumbling under her breath or something, I could have been like, are you okay? Like, you okay today? Like, I could have, you know, like question people, like make people uncomfortable just like they're making you uncomfortable, because all I did was come and start my first day and you're making me uncomfortable. I could have been like, is my presence bothering you? Like, did I do something wrong? Like, I could have really asked a genuine question. And that's what I realized a lot of the time my problem be. I gotta start checking people at the door. Hello? Like, is everything all right? Because I won't be wrong for asking a question, but I'm gonna be wrong when I snap. So, you know, question people intentions. Like, put it on the table. I see what you're doing. You know, so they know who to mess with and who not to mess with, because that's where I messed up, by ignoring. I ignore a lot, and yeah, ignoring is good, but sometimes when you ignore, people think that you're weak, and people think that because you're ignoring, like they mislabel that ignoring. They think that you're ignoring because you're one of the people that they can play with. And yeah, a lot of people, it's the power dynamic, or however you want to say it, like the imaginary totem pole in their mind. And especially when you're at work and you have levels of power, this is where people especially do these kind of things mentally. I mean, in the real world too, but not everybody subscribes to that stuff. I don't, so yeah. But in work, you have your managers. They're going to be above the regular employees or whatever. You got the power. And like, the managers, their ass get kissed. That was happening at Walmart. They was kissing the manager's ass. Why? Because they wanted to get hired on. Me, I didn't care. I just, like I said in the beginning, what did I say? I was okay with the job being temporary. This was an easy little check, a nice little stack, like basically, a money swindle. Like, it was just a nice little time. So, yeah, I already had my intentions going in, and I ruffled a lot of feathers. And the funny part is, they fired a lot of them people, so that's the funny part. That's tea. So people was doing all of that when I didn't even care about the job like that. And sweetheart also told me that it probably made Meanie even more mad, the fact that I didn't ask her for help with stuff. Like, I don't need help with much. You can tell me how to do something one time, and I'm gonna be doing it. So a lot of the time, she didn't have to show me how to do shit. And like I said, I already was used to them type of jobs. I've remodeled a gas station before, so I was really used to it. So it was just like, same job, new place. And I think she even asked me one day, she was like, have you did remodeling before? Cause I was basically, we had these what was they called? I forget what they're called, but it's some type of blueprint of how the shelves go, like what's supposed to go there. We was like setting up the shelves, all of that. I did all of that before. So she was like, dang, you could read the blueprint, whatever it's called, I forget what it's called, the blueprint so well. Like, did you do this remodeling before? I was like, yeah. Like so probably frustrated her even more that I didn't really ask for help. And I also felt very out of place there. Realized that with a lot of jobs, that's why I'm just realizing I just have a different calling. I have a different calling. Like, I can't be here on this earth to work every day and yeah, the simple matrix. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this story. This was just crazy. I may have to edit this a little bit. I don't know. I hope that it runs through smoothly. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching, and let me know what other type of topics you might want to hear about. I'm trying to think what other kind of story times I have. But this was something crazy that happened recently. So yeah, it's your girl Kira the Doll, and I'm out. See y'all.